capital expenditure analysis, which you'll be covering in your text. Strategic plan here, where are we going? What will be our capital investment needs? Are they justified? Capital expenditure plan is linked to the master budget. It's linked to the strategic plan, the balanced scorecard. It's also influenced by technological advances, which, especially if pursuing a cost leadership strategy, can really bring up sudden emergencies as far as capital investments go. All right, in capital investment analysis, we are analyzing cash flows rather than accrual accounting. Why cash flows? Well, cash flows conceptually, financial markets value companies according to their ability to generate free cash flows. Also valued on their dividend paying ability, because that in effect is an indication of their ability to generate those free cash flows. But then which cash flows do we want to include in our capital expenditure analysis? Well, project initiation costs, acquisition, training, installation, commitments for increases in net working capital. We also want to include project operations, after-tax cash flows for operating expenditures, more net working capital, after-tax inflows generated by the investment, and project disposal. So some of the models over the years that have developed, and again, you probably touch on these in your finance class, are a payback period, which is kind of a big screen, wide open screen to first screen a project. A lot of things get through that, but payback period is just taking the number of years that it takes to recover the initial investment. Obviously, that doesn't consider time value and money. And I did want to mention all of these methods will be using primarily a time value of money. We can evaluate the accounting rate of return, which is just the return ratio of average annual net income to the initial investment, net present value of after-tax flows minus the present value of the cash outflows. Internal rate of return, discount rate that makes the present value of cash inflows equal to the present value of cash outflows. And then we have a modified internal rate of return, which assumes that the cash flows are reinvested as we go along. And then we have a profitability index, present value of after-tax cash inflows divided by the initial investment.